What is up, everyone? Boom. Mistborn Book 1, The Final Empire, spoiler review. What an exciting day. Because if you watch my spoiler-free review, you will know that I love this book. If you watched my Elantris reviews as well, you'll know that I am Brandon Sanderson's newest, biggest fan, basically. But yeah, let's get into it. So, the plot. At the beginning, we start with Vin, who's a great character, and we've got her in this thieving crew, right? And she has like these special abilities, which makes her an important person in the thieving crew. But she's also very abused because she's the only woman and she's young. She's like 16, so she's had to grow up quick because she's lived on the streets and she used to have her brother, but now she doesn't have her brother. So overall, great origin story, great setup. It alludes to her power, but it's not like trying to teach you an entire magic system from page one. It kind of has you learn the magic system along with Vin as Kelsier teaches it to Vin, which is a trope that I love because it allows me as the reader to kind of learn the magic system with the apprentice character. And then that's where Kelsier comes in. And Kelsier I like a lot too. Obviously, he kills noblemen indiscriminately. However, you can tell Kelsier's heart is in the right place, even if his head does the wrong things sometimes. His truly great qualities, his trust and leadership, are exactly what Vin needs in her life, so those two characters play off each other very well. Okay, and then it's a spoiler review, so I get to talk about Elend in this one. Elend I like a lot in the world of Mistborn, or in any world really, in like the real world or any fantasy world that makes sense. When you have upper class, a privileged class, there are certain members within that class who are good people, but are very ignorant of the struggles of the lower class, the oppressed class, in this case, the Ska. So when Vin talks to him, he like doesn't understand that Ska are like normal people and have the same mental abilities as normal people. Obviously, that's like horrible. But the way Sanderson writes Elend Venture, it comes off as genuine. You understand both Elend's point of view, why his view is problematic, and why he has that problematic viewpoint. And then that leads to Elend being able to grow as a character. Like, Elend's political goals are structural reform, but not revolution. And then you kind of see him, just from learning more about the Ska and some of the Lord Ruler's random horrible executions, you kind of see him develop into like a revolutionary type figure. He's not leading the revolution, but he understands that the revolution has to happen for him to live in a society that he feels like he can accept, in a society that he thinks is fair and humane to everyone. So you've got Kelsier, the revolutionary who indiscriminately will kill any noble person who... Just the fact that they are a noble person means that Kelsier views them as not on his side. And then you've got Elend, right? Who's like, yeah, we can do reforms within the system. So just like someone who's has his heart in the right place, but is the opposite of a revolutionary. And then they both kind of approach each other in the middle right before Kelsier dies in this horrific death scene where the Lord Ruler just backhands him and like his face just like implodes basically, or like whatever. I don't know if his head flew off. I can't remember, but it was like, I'm like, ew. So yeah, that's the political situation we've got going on. Then that's just among like the protagonists. Obviously, we've got the Lord Ruler and the Steel Ministry, who are like the explicit antagonists. And that kind of brings me to talking about the religion within the book. So yeah, you've got the Steel Ministry, and then every religion has been basically destroyed by the Lord Ruler over the past 1,000 years. So that makes Sazed's character very interesting because he is the keeper who knows everything about every religion ever, or at least he's attempted to learn everything, and he's got like super mind powers, so he remembers everything from like the last 1,000 years or whatever. And I love that like secondary magic system because you've got like the allomancy, and then you've got like what the Terrace Keepers use, and then finding out that the Lord Ruler is both of those, or can use both those magic systems, and that's kind of why he gets his power and why he still looks young and why he's still alive. Awesome. I love it. But yeah, Sazed is always trying to convert people to one religion or another, which I just find hilarious. I mean, like, what would you do? Like, someone tries to convert you to a religion that no one's practiced for the last 900 years. It's like, oh, yeah, like, I mean, my great-great-great-great-grandparents practiced this, so, like, I might as well give it a try. And he's, like, such a non-forceful or non-aggressive person. But he's like, yeah, among, like, the Terrace people, I'm, like, kind of a rebel. It's kind of like an awesome subculture that they go into more in the second book. Sazed's character gets better, by the way. That's not a spoiler, I don't think. Marsh becoming an Inquisitor. That was a great plot twist. It looked so bleak with Marsh dying and then Kelsier dying, and it's like, how are they gonna... What... Vin's, like, clearly captured, like, what are they gonna do? But then, like, Marsh becoming an Inquisitor just makes so much sense, doesn't it? He's like, I've infiltrated their ranks, and I'm, like, their star pupil. And then, like, they find him dead with, like, a note saying, hey, you know, I think they're on to me, but, like, here's the secret note, and I'm sorry if I die, but I was for the cause, and then... But no, like, they made him a Steel Inquisitor. Oh my god, I love that. The Ellen Vind romance was great. I liked it. You know, you had the street smarts with the book smarts. And I think the key with this romance was it didn't, like, overpower the book, because Vin and Ellen would only see each other, like, a few times. And Vin was, like, in denial, basically. Or, like, you know, it's like her first love, so she's unaware of her even, like, being in love, and she doesn't want to tell anyone about it because it could, like, jeopardize her mission, but, like, it's very obvious and they know anyway. Kelsier and Sazed and, you know, the whole crew. The crew! I haven't talked about the crew yet. I do like their dynamic. Sanderson wrote pretty great side characters, I thought. Breeze, obviously, influencing people's emotions and being a good talker and a good influencer when he wants to be. And, you know, like, Clubs is super suspicious of him, but, like, he doesn't even, like, want to influence Clubs. Like, he doesn't really care about, like, persuading Clubs to do something that Clubs doesn't want to do. Ham, he's like a brute, so you'd be like, oh, he's gonna, like, punch people in the face and stuff, and, like, that's what he does. But no, dude, he like has these philosophical questions, which are always hilarious, and they always piss off Breeze. And he's obviously not, like, a great thinker. He just can ask a good question here and there, but he hasn't, like, super thought out his questions or, like, done a ton of reading. But it's just funny that he asked them, and that, like, subverts expectations as well. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm almost done with the second book already. Just flying through these books. I love them. I don't know if I like the second book better or not. I'll definitely wait till I'm done with it to make that opinion. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content, or if you want me to get a haircut. If this video gets so many likes, I'll give myself a haircut. Oh man, look at this. Look at this mess. Oh. All right. See you guys.